got mail.
You got mail.
You got mail.
I got crabs.
Howdy folks, welcome to the Stan the Joke Man Show. I'm Stan the Joke Man. Got 5 fresh, brand new Dear Stan letters. You can hit me up with them letters anytime. TICKTURD@yahoo.com. You get them to me the old-fashioned way. Snail mail. That's Stan the Joke Man Show. Joke Man Productions, P.O. Box 699, Henrietta, America, 74437. You got problems? I don't really give a shit, but I need another segment of the show. I'm not a professional. I have no fucking training whatsoever. But I spent a month in the coma after an addiction to heroin. I smoked crack. I had a very violent 3-year career in Los Angeles. And then I stopped being so violent after I got my own brains bashed in. Yeah, that'll slow you down. Anyway, when I come out of that coma, I had superhuman strength, and I went to fucking college, put myself through college, made the superintendent's or the dean's whatever fucking honor roll. I forget what they call college. Don't give a fuck. The point is, I got to go to college without a high school diploma. That's a pretty neat trick. I'm not going to tell you how I did that, but it's going to keep you guessing and keep these letters coming. Yeah. You think I'm full of answers. We'll see. Let's get into it. First letter of the day. My husband and I divorced last year. We have a 9-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. I bought a house a few miles from my ex-husband, and the children and I have been living there for the past 5 months. My 6-year-old daughter slept me. For the first month we were in our new home until I could afford to buy her a new bed, and I have to admit it's nice, and I didn't mind. I like having my children around me, but she continues to sleep with me. I'm afraid this is going to be damaging to her in some way. I could use some advice on this one, Susie in Houston. Susie in Houston. She's fucking 6. We forget, don't we? We forget that little 6-year-olds can't digest and get over divorce as quick as adults can. That's her mom and daddy. She loves you both equally, and believe you me, she's fucking terrified. Terrified. The big, strong daddy, the one that was asleep right down the hall every night, the one that allowed her to sleep in her own bed at the old house, isn't there anymore. She needs to understand she's safe in that new home, but it's going to fucking take time, and you're going to be patient with that 6-year-old. She is not to sweep this under the rug and just fucking get over it. Kids don't even understand their own feelings, let alone their own fucking fears. Don't shame her into fear. She's terrified in that new house and this new life without daddy. You give that kid a break, and you let her stay in there just a little bit longer. Try to reinforce that new bed. Try to explain to her this is her bedroom. Maybe have a friend or a family member come over and spend the night with her in her room. Like a cousin or a best friend or something, schoolmate. Yeah, that'll get her used to being in the room. But you let her do it on her own time. Don't you dare try to force that kid into accepting adult shit, because she's not ready for it. Dear Stan, I began dating a woman I really like, but she doesn't shave her armpits and sometimes her legs. In a bathing suit, it looks terrible. Well, who the fuck are you trying to impress? If you dig her, what do you give a fuck? Braid the shit, take her out. Well, it must really bother you. Why are you dating her? It must be deeper than just a date. Are you falling for her? Yeah, she's from Europe, and I get the culture thing. Some women over there don't shave, but how can I change the culture here? I'd like to really alter it. Harry boy Hectorville. Hectorville? That little bitty ass town? Well, everybody surely knows Harry and his hairy-ass girlfriend from Europe, right? Yeah, you ain't going to be able to fucking hide that one for very long. How is she downstairs? You said looks bad in a bathing suit. I trust stuff is spewing out from the bathing suit and down her legs. Yeah. Does she have balls, sir? Man, I don't know what to tell you. She either wants to shave or she don't. Have you even mentioned it to her? You're just putting it on me, so I'm the bad guy. You're having her watch this show. Well, I don't know why you said that. You're the one that brought it up. Why do you have the guts to say something to me and not her? You ever thought about shaving your balls, hon? Yeah. I don't know. Back in the 70s, women didn't shave their arms. Here in America, they didn't. I had cousins that had hairy armpits. It freaked me out back then as a little kid. I just wasn't used to women having hair like that, but some do. Get over it. Dear Stan, how do you keep your enthusiasm and energy levels so high? How? I'm almost 60 and find little interest in anything anymore. I don't even give a damn for people. Not that I ever had friends. Is your name Leonard Smalls by any chance? If I don't lose interest in friends, they lose interest in me. I miss being full of ambition. I miss being 30 and so many horizons to look at it. Well, boo fucking who? Life goes on, man. Yeah, the world keeps moving forward, MAGA folks, as much as you don't want it to. There are other people in the world you have to be tolerant of. They don't pray like you, they don't look like you, they don't dress like you, they don't even eat the same kind of food you do. But they do bleed red. And they are good people. And you're scared of them and you vilify them out of insecurity and fear. You know why? You're incapable of growing. That's the problem. You want advice, sir? Do something different. I hear you mention you were in your mid-50s. Are you an actor for real? Your energy level is where I'd love mine to be. Bored and broken arrow. Bored and broken arrow. Like I said, get off your ass. Do you get exercise at all? Do you walk through the park? Do you walk to the gym? Do you walk around the house? Do you do a fucking thing? Get out there. Get some exercise. That alone will make you feel better. I'm telling you. What bad habits can you drop that you don't need to have anymore? There's a good start. Don't tell me your house doesn't need work. Cabinets, drawers, outdoors, indoors, put in a garden. Do your own thing. Do something. But stop sitting there waiting for the world to change, because that's how you think it works. You're in for a huge disappointment. I don't know what to tell you, except sit around and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Dear Stan, one of my children's friends. Dear Stan, one of my children's friends died back in February. Wait a minute. No, excuse me. Dear Stan, one of my childhood friends died back in February. After the funeral, I got word the widow was looking for me specifically. Ooh. What's that all about? I went over to their home and she gave me a whole bunch of his clothes. It was creepy. She said we had the same build. She's been looking at you. She said we had the same build, and now I have all these pants, shirts, and whatnots. Am I obligated to wear these clothes? Your thoughts. Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus, I like that. No, you're not obligated to wear the clothes, but I got a good idea. I've got a good idea, okay? Look, I had a friend who died, and his widow gave me some of his clothes because we had about the same build and everything. Yeah, it's scary at first because you don't know if there's ghosts in those shirts and shit. You know, you don't know if you're going to get an entity up your butthole when you put on those pants. But I did. And guess what? It was okay. Now, I didn't keep the stuff that had like poop Hershey streaks and stuff, and I didn't keep any of that. But I did keep the gym shorts and the shirts and stuff like that. You know why? He was my friend. Yeah. Can I give you some advice? And they're good clothes too. I don't want them to go to waste. I still use the gym shorts to this day. Absolutely. He was my friend, but I don't think about him when I wear them. You know why? He's not here. They're not his shorts anymore. They're mine. And that's the way you have to look at it. If you'd like some good advice, though, if you really want to take it a step above, here's what you do. Only wear the clothes at places where you know she's going to be. There you go. Did he drive a truck? Sounds to me like somebody's got a trade-in in their future. Yeah. Get his hair cut. Go out, go to his barber, get the same haircut, wear his clothes, buy a vehicle that was a lot like his, and the next function she's at, you pull up. That'll get the evening off to a nice start. Walk like him, talk like him. Put moves on her. Why not? You are going to fill his shoes, sir. I don't know. It's all on you, man. Don't ask me. And the last and final letter. Once again, you can get them to me anytime. TICKTURD@yahoo.com. Dear Stan, my husband is fantastically rude and impolite to my father-in-law's new wife. My husband's mom died 4 years ago, and since his dad has met someone and remarried. They're the cutest little couple, but my husband won't even speak to his dad's new woman unless she speaks to him first. I notice her really trying to be sweet, but his answers are always short and emotionless. He never reciprocates. Any advice on the situation? Shasta, Independence. Shasta, I appreciate the letter. That's up to Daddy. Sounds to me like Daddy needed to defend the new wife. And as far as the husband goes, if it sounds to me your husband's having a hard time dealing with it. Yeah. Which isn't very fair to Dad. The world keeps moving forward, folks, whether you want it to or not. The world ticks forward. People come in and out of your life, and people are going to die. We're all doomed. We're all doomed, okay? I'm glad he found somebody he really loves, and they love one another. They enjoy one another because nobody wants to be alone, and you won't understand that until you're old. Until you're old and alone. Nobody wants to be lonely. And I feel for anyone that is lonely. I encourage them to get out if they can. Go to community centers. Take part in local functions. I personally know a 90-year-old woman from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, that got in a car all by her lonesome without notifying her kids or grandkids or great-grandkids or great-great-grandkids. Nobody fucking knew. But she got in her own car at the age of 90 and drove all the way to the Tulsa State Fair, 30-some miles away. Walked around the fair, got a corn dog, went and saw the cows and the steers, and drove back home. Nobody even knew she was gone. You know why? She's still rolling. She ain't slowing down. It's a decision. You can either sit there like a lump of shit, or you could get up and get out and go on. Because you're either going to move along with the rest of the world, or you're going to get fucking left behind. You have to be tolerant of other people. You have to be accepting of other people. You have to understand just because somebody looks different, eats different, prays different, doesn't make them a bad person. As quick as you are to judge folks and come to a conclusion before you even know what the fuck is going on, says a lot about what kind of a person you are. You need to do some growing. You need to do some hard thinking and reevaluating because you've been completely unfair. Get them letters to me anytime. Stan the Joke Man Show, P.O. Box 699, Henrietta, America 74437, or tickturd@yahoo.com. Trump ain't America. Bye con Dios, mi amigos. Dirty, perverted, cryptocon, double dealing, I hate you. DJ T-Stock didn't go as planned. Another lie on the fly, now just looking for somebody to new screw. I'm no MAGA boy, I'm an American man. Getting gone, MAGA Dawn, the felon. Getting gone, Magadon, impeach him. American traitor to Don Vader, mighty proud, stand up against you. Got the dark side of your choke out hands. Yeah, you used it and abused it, snuffing out truth, leaving all but no clue. Now things not going quite as planned. Getting gone, Magadon, the felon. Dead and gone. Magic gone. Let's preach on. Hell yeah. Stan the Joke Man Show at random on Rumble.